this video, we will cover some top 5 Excel tips and tricks. So, our tip number 1 is autofill serial number. I will show you a very good autofill magic in this. Now, you see that as I enter the product name, the serial number automatically fills in. Now, this is the magic. So, now if you click on any of the cell below this, you will not see any of the formula here. Neither this is from any kind of a table range. So this is the magic of the sequence function. So how this is done, I will show you this right now. But before I start, I also want to show, let's say if I delete this row from the serial number list, you'll see that the serial number automatically gets adjusted. It doesn't become haphazard. So let's start with this. So it's equal to sequence. Now, generally what happens that when we use a sequence function, we want to give it a range that what will be the number of rows. Let's say the number of rows are 10. So it automatically fills the serial number from 1 to 10. But this is not what we want. This is the twist. The magic that we will do with this sequence function is that we'll add a little twist to this function that when I enter a product name, then only it enters the serial number. So how do I do it? Equal to sequence, I'll add another function called count A. It asks me for the value. So my value will come from the product name. So that is C3, and let's say how many products I can have. I can give that range, let's say 100. So I will put C 100, and you can change this later on as well, and then I close the commas. So the magic is done. So now as soon I enter any product name, the serial number will automatically gets updated. Tip number 2, add target lines to the charts. Now I have this data and I want to create add target line to this data. Now what I will do first, I will create a normal chart. Now this is a normal chart that I will create, but now what I want is that I want to add a target line to this data. Now for that, what I will do, I will just go ahead and delete this and create a column for target, and I add a number to that. Now let's say 70 is I have added. I'll now select all the data and I'll create a normal column chart. Now you will see that this normal chart has come up. It's showing the two uh, verticals here. One is showing the sale, the blue one is showing the sale, and the orange one is showing the target that we selected. So what we'll do is we'll click on this target, and then we'll right click on this, and we have to change the series type, change series chart type. What this will take us to this chart type, you will see a sale and target both are at clustered column. What we need to do is change this clustered column to line chart, and that's it. Click OK, and now you see that the target line has been created. Now as you will change the target, the line will also change. Tip number 3, converting English to Hindi language in Excel. So now you have a list in Excel wherein you have a list of student name and your boss wanted this to be taken in some other language. So the one that you have written is in English and you want to convert this in Hindi or let's say in any other language. So how will you do that? So let me show you how we can do that. We will select this entire list, Control C copy, go to browser and type sheets.new. Type this, it will open an Excel page, and paste your data here. And now we will use a formula. Now what the formula will be, it will be equal to Google Translate, comma, text, the text that you want to change. So I'll select this, and then comma, and then it is asking what is the source language. Now the source language here is English. So for English we'll type that two letter keyword en and comma close, and then what is the target language. Now we want this in Hindi, so we will put hi as Hindi, and close and brackets close and enter. Now this will convert it into Hindi. Now for all the other list, just drag the formula down and it will convert this entire into Hindi. Now you copy this entire data, go back to your Excel sheet and paste it there, and your work is done. Tip number 4: display visible data only. Now I have a data wherein I'm showing certain months and date. Now I hide this June and July data, and I also hide this September data. Now what I want that when I copy this data, I want this only visible data to display. Now when I copy this and paste it to another sheet, you will see that the June, July, and September that I highlight that I made it hidden is still visible. Now, if you want that in most of the cases, whenever you copy and paste, the invisible data, the hidden data is also copied. Now, if you want only the visible data to be copied, copy this all, press Alt and semicolon first, and then press Control C, and then go and paste it wherever you want to. Now you will see that the data, the columns that I made it hidden is not visible. Tip number 5: recommended charts and pivot tables. Well, you have to create a pivot table report, or you have to create a chart. So for doing that, what you can do is you can select the entire data that for which you want to create, and when you click on insert before creating pivot table, go to recommended pivot tables, because that will show you some of the suggestions wherein it can show that what all type of pivot tables are available, and it may match with your requirement, so you can see whichever you want. So if that matches with your data requirement, the kind of report that you want to generate, and you can click on OK, and it will create it in a new sheet, so you can check this of your own. Now the other thing is that you can do is there are also recommended charts. So with recommended charts based on your selected data, it will suggest you some recommended charts that can be utilized by you automatically, or whatever is suitable for your requirement. So you can choose any one of it and you can click on OK, and it can create this chart for you automatically. So that is all for this session, and we will be back with more Excel tips and tricks for you in the coming sessions and in the coming videos. And if you have liked our video, please like and subscribe. And then if you have any comments and feedback, let us know. Thank you.